many of you have ever shot your parents before?
Whoa!
So a few. Okay, how about both of your parents? You've got your mom and your dad.
Wait.
That's fantastic. That's great. Okay.
Shoot, shot.
Well, I think a 3-year-old's actually got both a bunch of you guys beat. A 3-year-old actually did shoot both of his parents in a local hotel room in New Mexico about a week and a half ago. He reached into his mother's purse that was laying on their mattress in this hotel room, pulled out a loaded gun, an A, shot his father right through the hip, exited and shot the pregnant, 8-month pregnant mother in the shoulder. They were both luckily fine, both parents, who don't know how. 3-year-old laid gun down and just went on with his day and just ran around the hotel room with his 2-year-old sister. And then the police were called and an investigation went through. Turns out the father is a felon and he's not allowed to be around guns, drugs, nothing. And so they're both, right now, both parents were sent to a hospital and they are perfectly fine, surprisingly. And they are being charged with child abuse and child endangerment for leaving a loaded gun in their hotel room for a 3-year-old to find and shoot. According to CNN, both parents are being held with a bond of $10,000, but they're both likely not going to get out because of they're both felons and stuff. Okay, so what did we learn today? Maybe nothing. Well, for you parents out there, don't leave your gun laying around because you might get shot by your 3-year-old. Okay.
Okay. Questions for it? Go back, Alexis.
Ashley.
Hey, I'm sorry, Ashley.
I like how people from Texas talk about guns, the accessibility of guns here in Texas. Where I come from, that is not even a question. So to say, parents, put your guns away is just astounding.
Yeah, like my family personally, I own 3 guns, and so does my little sister, and she's only 14. She's 16, but she's had them. We've had them since we were like 11, 12-ish. And we each own 3 guns, and we shoot them all the time. But we keep them in a safe at like our father's house or whatever. But I mean, people around Texas,
That's just
it's something that we have, like everyone has. And my little sister, she's 4, and we have we're buying her one soon. Like I mean, we go hunting and stuff. So.
See,
people in Texas, that's just a thing that we do.
I don't understand that, but I'm starting to. But it's really hard for me to comprehend, because where I come from, there you can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't just have guns.
Born and raised in Texas, a lot of people get to shoot with
It's Texas.
As a gun owner, how do you feel about the open carry bill they're considering passing in Texas, which would allow students to carry guns on campus?
I'm actually completely against that because I don't think that everyone is mentally able to carry a gun and stuff. But then again, I don't see the difference between my father. He carries a gun on him all the time, but he has a license too. So he carries them around to restaurants and local stores and stuff. So what's the difference between, I guess, him going to a store or coming to a campus?
Well, there was one time that they actually showed me a
Ooh,
video
I can say
in the
something
mall,
on that.
some people were carrying rifles back in the mall.
You just gotta say something.
I think it should be as a handheld gun. I don't think it should be a giant rifle sort of thing.
Let's go to Sarah.
Sarah?
Why?
You just wanted to make sure she didn't have to wait that long.
It's okay. So is anything happening to the little boy that?
Oh, they're both being held in a child protective services.
Do they know if he's gonna is he in any trouble?
No, he's not in any trouble at all. Not being charged with anything.
Do they,
Well, you can't charge
Yeah,
her.
he's a kid.
I know. I was just wondering.
So I'm with you. The first time I shot a gun, I was probably 5 years old. It was a BB gun, but then I grew up hunting and stuff. So was this a rifle, or did they
It was like
a Glock
It
for
was,
their
I think it's like .45 handgun or something. I don't know if that's even the right term.
That's a very
But it was like a little purse, like in their purse or whatever. And he went in there
I
for
got me at 22.
he was looking for like an iPad
Yeah,
or
what?
something.
22 or
And
so.
he pulled out the gun and shot his parents. I'm like, you should not. You should have those locked up.
or
If I go hunting,
I mean, I don't. Why why would you leave a loaded gun in your purse on a mattress when you have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old running
A
around?
3-year-old that's not old enough to know like how to responsibly handle one. Like that's
I know, I'm like, how
it's
can
a
they not
parent's
shoot
fault.
themselves?
I don't want to
No
tell
safety.
here in Texas though that it's just natural to think that you should even have a gun. In my household in New Jersey, we weren't even allowed to play like we had make-believe guns.
I mean, like,
So
but
the
Texas,
idea is.
Yeah, that's right. But Texas is like New Mexico, so I don't know how they feel about guns in New Mexico. But Texas is completely different than any other state.
yeah.
Like, I mean, we have guns everywhere.
Let's take Timothy and then.
Well, you know, it's not necessarily just about guns overall in Texas and everything, but I really believe that it's our generation that's coming up is we're more into everything that's around us. Guns, going around shooting people, going to jail, doing stupid things. But you know, my parents are old, they're senior citizens. But it's like now they're not that old, but I'm saying,
Hey.
I'm just saying, my parents are not that old, but you know, as I was growing up, I'm glad they taught me the way of how to keep my mind where it needs to be instead of getting so caught up in everything.
That's the time.
And you know, and I guess that's how our generation needs to learn that how there's most kids now, you give them a gun, I guarantee they're gonna fucking go rob somebody's store. Instead, you know, using a gun, actually learn for somebody's protection and safety if it's actually really needed. So you know.
I don't get it.
It's culture. Alex?
I had Snow
Oh,
ask
Snow.
a question.
Alright, as a person who sells guns, do you think that the most important thing is gun safety and gun education? Because not many, like, even though parents tell their kids don't play with this, they're still gonna try and get to it
I never did.
or try to know what it is. So even though they're 3 and 4, which that I agree with you, they shouldn't have had their gun just laying there. They should have had it somewhere higher or somewhere where they couldn't be able to reach it. But in order to not have this happen, parents who do own guns have to be able to tell their kids, listen, this is what it does. Don't do this. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's definitely a safety thing. Like, I mean, when you're baking in the oven with your kids around, you know the oven's hot.
Yeah.
And so when there's a gun around, you're gonna tell them don't touch it. But I mean, they're 3 years old. I mean, kids don't really listen all the time. So you just have to make sure you reinforce it over and over again that guns are not safe. So, Alex.
I need a sniper right
How does it shot the gun? Because almost every gun regulated now has a safety.
I guess the safety was turned off or something. I have no idea.
I mean, they don't sound very respectable.
Yeah,
He was a felon.
Yeah.
Who knows what
There was
they
a
were
demon,
all
there was a demon.
Pregnant, and they bought it at a pawn shop and took it to a hotel room, so who knows
That's
what they were
even
about to
worse.
do.
It's not a pawn shop.
Exactly.
That kid probably just saved a bunch of people's.
Someone could have just dropped that gun off.
There's no backstory to why they bought a gun, but any other questions?
I understand y'all.
Thank you, Ashley.
Good job.
Very interesting. That's a good topic to talk about. You get everybody up and going on guns.
Super
We have more schools really.
No, if you can pick up Ashley.
Buy them on